Kind of crazy how fast a year goes by. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Seyi and this is the Daily Seyi. On this channel, I share fashion styling videos, fashion hauls, along with some life, beauty, and home tips. So if any of that is right up your alley, then please feel free to subscribe. And as always, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in and being a real one. My voice definitely cracked saying that intro. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, welcome. So if you're watching this video, you're likely watching it because you want an update on my 1 year so far being a content creator, influencer, freelancer, etc. journey. And yeah, I'm here to give you the tea. For anybody who's considering taking the leap from their corporate 9-to-5 job into doing like full-time influencing, full-time content creating, yeah, this is for you. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So I know the first thing that people want to know is like, how much did you make? Did you make your money? Did you make what you needed to make? Did you hit your goal? And we're gonna get right to it. So yes, your girl did hit the goal she set for herself. I did. I'm very happy. The only other person that really knows this is my sister, and now y'all. And I told her, and she was so happy for me. She was so happy. She was just like, oh my God, this is so great. Yeah, I'm so proud of you. And you know, it's great when, to be honest, when somebody else tells you that they're proud of you, especially like family, especially like somebody like a sibling, genuinely means like everything to me. Also, my love language is words of affirmation. So I was very much in my feelings like, oh my God, thank you so much. Also, sometimes it's easy to get in your own head and think that what you've accomplished isn't like that great. And not that I wasn't thinking that it was that great, but my sister kind of reminded me that it was a big deal considering, you know, where I was a few years ago, like 2 years ago. So to that point, I did hit over 6 figures in my business. I did hit over 6 figures, both that is like cash revenue, as in revenue that I put in my bank account, and then also accrued revenue, which is revenue that basically I booked the job. And so things that were booked like later in the year that usually don't get paid out for like 30 to 45 days. So I'll get paid out in January. But yeah, both of those scenarios, I hit over 6 figures, which is really great. And my initial goal was literally just to at least hit my salary, what I was making at my job. And if you didn't watch that video of how I, left my job, then I'll link it here. But my salary at the time was $80,000. And I'm also grateful to myself for my drive, to be completely honest. Sometimes you gotta give yourself a pat on the back. It's not easy being your own, boss. It's not easy always motivating yourself. It's not easy pushing yourself to do almost like the same thing every day. It's not easy. You can get in your head, and I'll get more into that. But yeah, for anybody else who has hit a goal this year, or, maybe you hit it earlier in the year, maybe you're like on your way to it. Hey, give yourself a pat on the freaking back, bro, because you did that. Honestly, it's not easy. So I'm giving you a round of applause. I told myself that I would give it like 3 to 4 years. And at the 4-year mark, I'm going to reevaluate to see, okay, what's the next step? Because as much as I really do enjoy doing this, I know how I am. And I know that I'm obviously going to want to dip my toes and dip my feet into something different. And so it'll probably be in the same scheme, but definitely exploring different avenues like, launching a brand. God willing, that will be great. Moving into more entertainment spaces like hosting, that will also be nice. Kind of like really specifically, let me be specific. Hosting like fashion segments, that would be a dream. That would be a dream. Like a What Not to Wear. Y'all remember that show on TLC? Honestly, if they ever rebooted that, your girl will be submitting an application immediately. That is sort of like my 5-year, not really 5-year, 4-year goal plan. And I'm very excited because I do feel like finally for the first time in forever, I have an idea of what I want to do in my life. I just need to take the step every day to pursuing my goals and to pursuing my dreams. And honestly, I genuinely feel like it will fall into place as it will, as it may, as it should, just by me doing the act of doing said thing. So hopefully that encourages somebody out there. Like, don't feel like you need to just like absolutely know every single thing, how your life would plan out in the next 5 years. I'm saying all this, who knows? Life could take me completely different. So I don't know, but I'm open to the possibilities. I'm very much open. But yeah, those are my goals. I will say this, and let me just say this. The grass is not always greener on the other side, okay? The grass is greener where you cut it. I know that's a saying, or where you cut it, where you water it. Yes, completely take that with the abundance of salt, because, you know, freelance, working for yourself life, it has its perks, you know? It has its perks. It does. Like, being able to be on my own schedule is a great thing. Honestly, not having to answer to nobody but myself, really, outside of like brand collaborations, is also a great thing. I'm not even gonna front. I'm not even gonna lie. Waking up when I want to, and that just kind of devoting time to myself is also a really great thing. So all these things like that are kind of outside of the work aspect are really great. Really great. The work though. There's something, you really got to enjoy something to always be doing it like day in and day out. And the same could be said for a corporate job. But let me just say this. 9-to-5ers, look it. There's beauty in having a 9-to-5 job. You go in at one time, you clock out hopefully at a certain amount of time. When you are freelance, there is no like stop time. I mean, there should be. I try to, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have a stop time. Like some days I am working up until like 2 a.m. because I'm trying to get stuff finished. I'm trying to get stuff organized. I have to submit things. Some days I'm working on my off days. Like usually my off days are Wednesday, where I have my like self-care days. Lately I have not had the time, or had not had the time to do that. Sometimes it can feel like you're working 24/7. Sometimes it can feel like that. And I think, again, you have to get in the mindset of knowing that that just comes with the territory. When it's just you and you are accountable to yourself, it's another thing, because it's easy to get in your head. It's easy to be like, oh my God, I'm doing something wrong. Oh my God, I'm not doing enough. Oh my God, girl, what are you doing? Why are you being so lazy? It's so easy to get into that headspace. And sometimes you get into that headspace. I'm not gonna tell you that I don't. I definitely do. But then I just have to tell myself, like, girl, you're doing the best you can with the resources you're given, whatever that resources are. So that's one thing I think about in this past year, that I had to realize that, you know, it's not just rainbows and butterflies being your own boss or being an entrepreneur or whatever, because people try to make it seem like, oh my God, as soon as you quit your job, you're just going to be like, You're not. You will be, but you'll also have those moments where you're just like, oh my God, what is going on? And I had a lot of those moments where I was just like, what? I'm telling you this right now. You have to go hard for yourself. I would say that that's for like any industry. You truly have to believe in your own talent. You truly have to believe in what you are bringing to the table and what you can offer. Even if it feels like what you're doing is not really making a dent, you're still doing it. And the more I told myself that, the more I became really confident in the content I was putting out. And again, it's not always, again, rainbows and butterflies. Sometimes you do something, you're like, nah, did I really like that? Okay, maybe not, but hey, I did it, whatever. That's okay. It's normal. I've done it. I've had that experience. But at the end of the day, whenever I look back on my post, whether it's on my Instagram, whether it's on my vlog, on YouTube, I'm just like, you know what? I did that. Once again, a pat on the back. I did that. I feel good about it, and I feel good about what I was able to put out into the world. And it doesn't always have to be 100% like perfect. I've let go of perfectionism, especially when it comes to creating content. It does nothing for you. It just holds you back. You feel stuck. And I was just like, I refuse to feel stuck again after I left a job that was making me feel stuck. Like, I left for a reason, so I'm not going to put myself back into that mindset. So honestly, I try to, at my best, release like whatever I've done. Some things don't get put out into the world just because I'm like, I don't think I feel like sharing that anymore. But for the most part, everything, piece of content I've created has been released out into the world. I've learned to not expect things, and not in a way of being like, oh my God, don't expect things no more because nothing ever good happens. I used to be in that mindset. Not in that way. More so in a way of just like, I no longer expect things to go in the exact way I think it will go. Using Snapchat as the example, I literally never expected to get a brand deal from Snapchat. I was like, yeah, Instagram gonna come through for your girl. And Instagram has come through, obviously with the brand, like different brands. But I mean, you know, sometimes where you're expecting your breakthrough, or sometimes where you're expecting your like victory or what have you, whatever it is, those are big words, but even the small things, sometimes where you're expecting something to come from, it comes from a completely different source. And it's just like, oh, okay. And that's one lesson I've definitely learned this whole time. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do what I need to do. And whatever is going to happen outside of that will happen. All I can do is focus on what I need to do, which is creating the content. Everything else is out of my control. What else? I feel like I just wanted to, give a quick update. Not really quick. On this journey. That is the end of this video, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning into this update. Perhaps I'll maybe do this like 2 years into blogging. I don't know. You know, we'll see. But I thought a 1-year update was something that could be beneficial for me to look back on, and for other people to also take a look to see from, you know, where I was to where I am now. So yeah, hopefully you find this video helpful. And as always, I will catch y'all in my next one. Until next time, bye.